2022 Rolex Predictions. Did that sound very cinematic? So today I've roped in some of my best friends and YouTube heroes into making 2022 Rolex predictions with me. It's actually amazing, some of the people I've convinced to come on my shit channel. They're like actually respected YouTubers. Oh god. But you know, prediction videos, it's a bit played out, it's a bit old, we've all seen it before. But have you seen a prediction video with a trophy? A trophy as underwhelming as this one? Didn't think so. This just isn't watch predictions. No. This is a tournament. A tournament! This is the Gringa Cup. So in this video, actually respected YouTubers will be competing to get the most 2022 Rolex predictions correct to win the coveted, the sexy, the gorgeous Gringa trophy. And a bottle of whatever champagne is on special at Tesco's. This one's not champagne, but the one they win will be champagne. The winner also wins the distinct pleasure of not having to participate next year, so that might be the best prize of all, really. The Gringa Cup. It's so awesome. Oh. All of Gringa analytics have been employed to ensure absolute fairness in this competition. As of the day of filming, none of the athletes or competitors have been found taking performance-enhancing substances. And we'll be writing down and recording all predictions to ensure it is assessed as fairly as one could possibly assess something so important. The stakes have never been higher. The prizes have never been better. I'm going to shut up now so you guys can watch what you've actually come here for.
Watch Gringa, thanks for having me on your channel. And talking Rolex predictions, that's like my favorite topic. I think the big prediction is that it's going to be a very quiet year. Or rather, it's going to be quiet for the watches that I care about. I think the big overall thing for Rolex is that they are really struggling with demand at the moment, with production rather. Sod demand, that's like out of the question. But production, they are really struggling more so than they ever have before. During the first lockdown for COVID, they shut their factory. And now we are seeing the knock-on effect of that shutdown. And there are so few watches. It's not just about demand swamping the supply, there just is no supply. And so I think the big thing, or rather what I hope they would do for 2022, is focus on production as opposed to launching new watches. I think they're probably going to launch a couple of precious metal watches or maybe do a couple of dial changes, and then that's pretty much going to be it. I kind of hope that it is a quiet year because I'd like them to focus on production. I'd like to actually have a bloody watch to buy. I'll stop rambling. Thanks, Gringa, for having me on the channel. Take care, guys.
Hi everyone, it's Jenny and here are my Rolex predictions for 2022. Number one is a reintroduction of the Hulk, but this time obviously in solid yellow gold in 41mm with the 32-35 caliber. Number two is going to be a bit of an outlier, but I'm going to say that they are doing some kind of very cool new update to the Cellini line, something to revive this dead horse. And for my prediction number three, I'm going to let fate decide. We all know that there's always going to be some kind of new Datejust style. I'm going to use my Rolex book right here to predict the color of it. So let's see. It's going to be... Oh, that's a bit boring. It's going to be a new white dial for the Datejust. So yeah, that's it from me. Fingers crossed that I'm right.
Hey Brittany, Paul Thorpe here. Firstly, I want to wish you and all your viewers a very Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year. Now, I'm really honoured to have been invited onto your show to give my top 3 Rolex predictions for 2022. You wanted it, here they come. Now for me, I've got to be honest with you, winning that Gringa Cup would mean the world to me. So if you don't mind, I'm going to play things a little bit crafty and a little bit safe. My number 1 prediction for Rolex in 2022 is that they're still going to be hard to get. My second prediction for Rolex in 2022 is that you still won't be able to buy a still Rolex sports watch out of a shop window. And if you're really looking for somewhere safe to put your money on a bet, I'm predicting that by the end of 22, Rolex Daytonas will still be selling for over list. You never said anything about them having to be serious predictions, did you? But in all seriousness, I'm going to give you 3 quick predictions for Rolex in 2022. Number 1 is the obvious one. I think the Milgauss is going to be designated to that great authorised dealer in the sky for possibly forever. I also think that Rolex are going to introduce and discontinue some different colours in that Oyster Perpetual range that has proved so popular. And the third thing that I'm going to predict for Rolex in 2022 is that they and their marketing department are going to look at what's happened to Rolex watches, the Rolex brand, over the last couple of years, and they're going to turn the world upside down, sideways, and throw it all over their shoulder and do something completely and utterly out of the box to throw us all in 2022. Let's see who's going to be right. Oh, one last prediction, and that is that in 2022, watch.gringa is going to go full time and smash the watch YouTube world to absolute pieces.
Gringa! What an honour it is to be on your Rolex Predictions show. And it's a good job you called in, because I've got the scoop. Yes, it's not what you know in this game, it's who you know. It took me 3 days camping outside my local AD.
And after I was given food and a warm drink,
I was given some hot gossip about the new releases for 2022.
get your watch out.
It was an interesting 2021 for Rolex, wasn't it? Because with the Rolex Explorer 214270, they discontinued it and brought out a 36mm version, which is like a step back, which is something Rolex doesn't usually do. But let's not forget those outlandish Oyster Perpetual dial colours. Look at them, gaudy and weird, and the Rolex fan club just yummed it up. Well, my little bit of gossip is that they're bringing out a new range of Oyster Perpetual dials in the form of the Breakfast Collection. There's the sausage dial. Meaty. There's the baked beans dial. Ooh, orange. There's the fried egg dial. I'm not joking. And don't worry, for all you healthy eaters out there, they've even come out with the Weetabix dial, with blueberries, bananas, and almond butter included.
Oh my god. Russell, like I'm actually howling at how insane you are. It's amazing.
Serious though, I am a fan of the Air King and the Milgauss. Both of these watches have not had their upgraded movements put inside, and that usually means either they're going to bring out a new version of it,
Or it's going to be discontinued.
I have a sneaky hunch that the Milgauss will be discontinued in 2022. The Air King, I'm hoping they go back to the old style of the Air King. You know, ones like this. Oh. Other than that, WG, your views are as good as mine. Bye!
Hey Brittany. My Rolex predictions for 2022 are as follows. First off, a Tiffany Daytona, followed by a Tiffany Sub, and a Tiffany GMT, an Explorer, and the whole catalogue just becomes Tiffany color. They even do a Milgauss, the Z Bluer. Then you change your name to Tiffany. You don't even tell Watch Papa you did it. It's a big secret. And you're immediately flown out with all the rest of the Tiffany's in the world out to Rome, to the Vatican, where you all stand in the square and the Pope comes out and gives a special benediction. In nome Padre et Filii et Spiritus Tiffany. Then the Queen of England comes out in front of her people, painted head to toe in Tiffany colour, and dances naked on top of a harpsichord singing, "Tiffany years are here again." Then the singer Tiffany, remember her from the 80s? "I think we're alone now." She's in politics now. She gets elected president. And she fires her missiles at Russia. But before doing so, we don't know why she fired them, okay? But before doing so, she paints all the missiles Tiffany colour, so the Russians don't mind. They're like, "Oh my God, we're all gonna die. Here comes the missiles." Hold the phone. Are they Tiffany coloured missiles? Okay then. That's different. The end. 2022. That's what's going to happen. I think I have a good chance of winning this competition. What did the other guys say?
What I know for sure is that Rolex isn't going to do anything I predict because they're far more clever than me. I'm a rube. Nonetheless, my top 3 predictions for 2022 are they're going to update their remaining entry-level watches. This is a move we've already seen from them, expressed through them updating their Oyster Perpetuals and their date justs. And I think the last entry-level watches that are going to be getting this update are the Air King and the Milgauss. So I'm thinking movement upgrade to the Air King and the OP, and maybe just something to spice up these lines again, to make people want them and get them interested in them again. Oh my God, guys, remember when they did the Domino's Air King? Domino's X Air King? I think if they did like a Burger King remix, I'd be about it. Next prediction, guys, it's gotta be the year of the Yachtmaster. So last year was obviously the year of the Explorer, and I think 2022 is going to be the year of the Yachtmaster. We've been speculating titanium for a while, and Ben Ainsley has been seen wearing a prototype. But titanium would be mega. Maybe discontinue the 42mm white gold version and bring in a titanium one. That would be dope. I'm not sure if this is predictions or just like shit I want to see. And the last thing I could see happening, and this kind of relates back to the Air Kings and the Milgausses, is maybe discontinuing the Stella Dial Oyster Perpetuals. Paul Thorpe, my man, Paul Thorpe! Paul Thorpe has been speculating that they're going to discontinue the Tiffany Blue Dial. But I could see them, and I think it would just be badass if they cut out the Stella Dials altogether. Just a small run, like Bosch, they're done. Why would they do that, Gringa? People love them, it gets them interested in the brand. Why would they ever do that? I don't know, like it makes no business sense to me, but watch companies just do this shit. So that's my predictions. But guys, these are just our predictions. Like, we would love to hear yours. What do you predict for Rolex 2022? Let us know everything you think in those comments down below. And of course, we will be revisiting this in 2022 to figure out who is the winner of the Gringa Cup. We will be revisiting just after Watches and Wonders. See what happens. See who wins the coveted, the much anticipated and talked about Gringa Cup. They've all been DMing me like nonstop saying, "Oh my God, Gringa, I really hope I win. Oh my God, I want to win the Gringa Cup so bad. This is so cool, Gringa." That's what they've been saying. I can't prove it, but they have been. Also, because I'm an impolite bitch, I didn't take a minute to thank everyone who sent in videos, who took the time to do little edits, make little videos for me. Thank you so much, guys. You really made this the most fun video I've ever got to work on. So thank you so much to Jenni Elle, Bark and Jack, the Timeless Watch channel, the Mad Watch Collector, and Paul Thorpe. My friend, Paul Thorpe. You guys have made this magical. Thank you so much, guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. but it's anyone's game. Also, comment down below who you think is going to win. And stay tuned for Gringa Cup 2022. Bye, guys.